Working until the kids are awake. Apparently my front page has like a bunch of the failed videos from earlier. Hey, okay, there we go. Upcoming, you can be deleted. Get out of here. Delete forever. I understand. Okay, here I am now. I am live. Good. Okay. Holy. Alright. We're going to try and get some of these belt bags done here. And like I said, we're basically just going to work until the eldest wakes up and see where we get to. Hoping to get at least like 3 or 4 of these done tonight. And then some scrunchies as well. We'll see if that happens or not. Yeah. Okay. Stories. Here. Link. YouTube. And sorry if I'm a little bit quieter tonight. My throat is actually extremely sore. I'm just like, of course, it's happening like at this time. All right, my dearies, let's get to it. So I did sew this one earlier, and I am curious if, oh jeez, snips need to be the other way to actually work. I am curious if we ended up, we did not quite take in. So all the seam allowances are a 1/2 inch on this bag, which is pretty important. Make sure that everything lines up. So we're going to just go in a little bit closer on the zipper again. My machine really does not like working with the zipper foot on. So an extra row of stitching is never going to go astray. Alright, so that is here, and that is here as well. I can't remember who had the red and who didn't. But we're going to do the installation of the zipper on this guy next. These all had... Okay, yeah, there we go. Actually, no. So we're not doing the installation on this zip next. We're going to do the zip on the speckly one next. If you're just joining, welcome. Thank you for coming back to the live stream. I appreciate it. We have Otafest this weekend in Calgary, and so that's why the push on the Obi bags today. Yeah, I know. Leaving it to the very last minute. I set up tomorrow. And I'll probably be coming... I've got to leave set up pretty early tomorrow, so I'll be coming back here after soccer and sewing again. Which is fine. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but yeah, it's just, May has been was super busy so far and is still super busy. Dallas is ramping up for his plant's turnaround right now, and he's like, yeah, I gotta be in every day at 4:45 to talk to the turnaround crew, or the night shift crew, to be able to talk to the turnaround crew. The turnaround crew works during the day, and then he has to stay late every night to talk to the freaking night crew about what the turnaround crew, the day crew, wants them to do. It's just holy shit. It's a lot of extra time at work for you. So, yeah, not fun. Okay. Oh, shoot. I need the, like, what am I doing? I need the lining for this one. Okay. So we're going to work in and get all of, we're going to work at getting all of these zippers in, hopefully, and then we will also work on getting the the zippers for the small wedge are fine without this. They don't need the zipper, because I'm just thinking it's like, I need to do zipper tabs and everything like that on some of them. And they don't need the zipper foot to work like this one does. This one you have to get really snugged up to these zipper teeth. Like really, really, really snugged up. And even then the seam allowance last time was still fucked for me, but whatever. Okay, I'm okay. But that was extremely close. Okay, I'm gonna go get a band-aid for that so I don't bleed all over everything. Give me a moment, please. Alright, what a way to like start out the sewing tonight. Anyway, that's why a stiletto is handy. Where did my stilettos go? Especially with the zipper foot, because you are working with like zero guard around the actual like needle and everything like that. Anyway, I didn't like actually go much further below or beyond like getting it basically in the first couple layers of skin, so that's good. Yay. Heart attack worthy? Yes. Concerning? Yes. Actually damaging? Not really. Good. Okay, where did the rest of your pieces go? You're supposed to have red. There they are. Where's the front? Oh shit, was that one not supposed to have red lining? Okay, we'll figure that out in a few minutes then. Who's next? I think this floral is intended for... Oh, interesting. It's intended for the peony. Okay. For some reason I had the floral in my head for the one here. Okay. These are two very different bags. Okay, it's for both of them. So I'm going to say that it's also for the right? Yeah, for the like fields of plum flowers here then too. Okay. Here. And there. Well, at least it wasn't on my right hand either. Although, actually, fuck, it's right on the index finger. Because of course it is. Oh well. That's better. Like, that's the wrong color. So for most of these, I am trying to put the label like right in the middle, but honestly, if it's disrupting the main motif too much, I am moving it because that is my prerogative. I would much prefer it to complement the design rather than pull away from it. So if you see that they're not like all lined up exactly at middle 2 inches down, or usually like whatever set it is to actually get it, that's why. It's because I didn't feel like they're going to move around for pattern's sake. Brandy's an important, pattern's more important to me. Alright. Peonies. There's the top portion for the one that I just sewed. Just right here. I don't remember what we went into any of these three, but alright. Actually, the purple went into butterflies. The red must have gone into this one. Oh, this is blue. So this one here is supposed to be blues. That is, I'm sorry, I did not realize that the exposure was so poor. Let's get that adjusted here for you. La 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 la. Oh, maybe not auto exposure. We can turn the brightness up probably. I don't want to like, ugh, yeah, it like makes it look grainy. Exposure. Ooh. I know that's blowing out what I'm actually working on the table. So let's turn the brightness down a little bit. Turn the exposure up a couple ticks. Or double. There we go, that's a little bit better. Anyway, you can actually see what I was talking about here. This is supposed to be blue and I don't know where it is. It's probably in this pile. Or in... Where did all the... Oh, it's really quiet. Where did all the wedge bags go? I bet you it's in the pile with the wedge bags. I did get all of the trays sewn together at least. Nothing else past that though. Okay, so this was supposed to be blues. Okay, let's make sure that they're not in here and we'll match up the other ones. Peonies obviously with the floor clouds, that makes sense. This guy, I'm pretty sure this red goes with that one because of the scarlet. Okay, and then I don't remember where this blue goes, but we'll figure it out. Boop. This one, I don't remember either. Yay. God, my short-term memory today is just like, ha 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 ha, fuck you, fuck you. I'm also missing a black zipper for this one right here, which is weird because they literally got just brought over from the table. Okay, I do remember that this is butterflies because this purple looks spectacular with the butterflies. So let's pop this over here because we know for sure what it's for. Boop. That one there, I do know what it's for. I think this red is for, yeah, but where's its zip then? I wonder if I do need to go in and actually sew all the, okay. So all of these should only have 2 zippers. 1, 2. has two, but they're both off-white ones, but this would be a black and gold for this one at least, because it's like, oh no, it's black silver. It wasn't even black gold, it was black silver. Okay. Because of the silver in that poppy. Okay. Are these it? Or is that for the wedge? That's for the wedge. Which is right here. And then that's black gold. Wild. Okay, well, I'll just cut a couple more, whatever. So what do you need? We need black silver and black silver. That's it. Okay, I'm only missing one. Just make a quick glance over the table here. It doesn't look like it's there. That's fine. Easy enough to get one more zipper, I think. Hopefully. Should be. And it's time to break into the new set. Weird. The one that I probably just shoved it around somewhere. Who knows? It's fine. Okay. Here to here. Trim. Yeah, and so we're going to say that that's red, that's purple. I don't remember what color we did for this. We cut everything, right? Like everything is cut. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, let's go to the divide for these two and figure it out. So that's the wedge bags left there. We know for sure that this one is purple. This floral here makes sense with the peony. The red makes sense here. So we're looking for the blue and whatever color we decide on for the leaves gradient. Okay, do you know what? We've only got like a few colors, or a few fabric selections, so I may as well just make piles of everything. And hopefully we will find what we're looking for. Yeah, that's definitely for this one. Okay. So clippy clip the florals together so that we have them together. Like that. Oh yeah, I'll pop them up there with the butterflies because they're already up there. This one with the floral, that makes sense to me. This exterior makes sense as well for right here. I am missing one denim side piece right now. Okay. Always something. Probably caught up somewhere in this pile. There's a flap, a red piece, and two side pieces. I'm pretty sure that that was the pair up with that's the pair up with this one here. Okay. This guy. What was that supposed to have? It doesn't matter. That looks good too. Can't remember if it's supposed to be that or stripes, but either way it looks fine. Okay, there is this guy. And here are its pieces. Okay, good. Right, because it's the blue for most of it, and then the one red piece for the flap was to like have a nod to both sides of that. Okay, so there's that set of colors. So the last, and that would be this denim, but we are going to do that's right. Okay, so it's that denim. Good. And then here is the peony, which got paired up with the stripes, which is gorgeous and perfect for it. Why do I have 3 side pieces here? Who knows? Put that one out of the way. 1, 2, 3, and you got stripes. There's 1, 2 for sure. Already got the front, so I need a back and a flap. saw that bamboo sidle out here. Okay, the bamboo does not need the side pieces. It has its own side pieces. And what did we pair? Okay, we paired it with stripes. Makes sense. One. Okay, flap, back, sides, front, back, sides. Good. And then for the rainbow speckles, we also went with that. Okay, I've got a spare. I have one more front, which tells me that this one went with it. I have no other pieces then for this guy. I don't even have two. Oh, there's two internal pieces. Okay. Don't have a back for it. How do the pieces just like disappear? I don't understand. Oh, that's because we used the red with it, maybe. Because there's the back piece, the side pieces, and the flap piece. But then where is the front portion for this then? Why do I have so many spare sides? Okay, whatever. Did we do this as the back piece? Makes sense to have it as red. For some reason I thought it was stripes. Doesn't matter. Not really. It'll still look good. Okay, well, let's put... nice and warm. Everything's very nice and warm toned with that one. As long as I have... I don't think I have more red interface. That's the problem. If I need a back piece, we need a piece of interfaced fabric. That is interfaced, but it's not big enough. Or I could just do a back piece of the striped fabric. That might be the best option. Let's see if I can fit it onto this piece right here. Making it work. Yep. Cool. Oh no, it's not the back piece. We need the front piece. That needs it, right? Yeah, we don't have a front piece. Because what's this? Oh wait. We have a front piece of the stripes. Oh, and then we've got all the side pieces of red. Wild. Okay, whatever. Okay. We're just gonna go with that. I am questioning this whole experience right now. I definitely messed up somewhere. We're gonna put a clip in it for now. I don't feel right about that one. I'm just gonna make sure that everything matches up with what I thought it did. I know for sure we did the stripes with the bamboo because I'm like gender neutral. Is anyone gonna notice? Probably not unless you're watching this podcast, really. That one makes sense as well. Again, more neutral. This one made sense. The red with the peony. Okay, that makes total sense. And then the floral cloud with that one. The blue with this, because then we're going to do the red flap as like the nod to the blue and red in the thing. Red for that peony floral cloud for this guy, and purple for the butterflies. So yeah, that makes sense to do this, I guess, for the, or for, yeah, the like two-toned here for this one. Okay. That's what we're gonna do today. I still have extra sides, so I don't know where those are all from, but oh well, we'll keep them all here, and then if I have a need for extra sides, maybe I didn't pair them up correctly or something, I got them. Okay. Denim sides. those are the 2 zippers that are finished. We're going to chain piece the rest of these across. And then, yeah. All right, now after that mass confusion, hopefully, these just come together. They, honest to God, they came together really fast last night. Oh, I should have cut the webbing and fray checked it quick. Okay, we'll sew this one on and then we'll cut the webbing and fray check it quick. I probably won't finish sewing the straps until tomorrow night, so like, but they do need to be shoved into the bags tonight to finish the bags, so. Yay for not puncturing my finger. Yay, cheer for me. I didn't puncture my finger. Woo! Okay. I did write down what we needed, smartly enough. Some days I do think of my future self. Rarely, but some days I do. Now, do I have a cotton up there? I have a cotton up there. Excellent. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 belt bags and 4 wedge bags. 7 belt bags and 4 wedge bags. And we have 1, 2, 3 natural. So I'll go with that. We have 1 belt bag, or 1 belt bag that needs a tab as well. What did I say? 3 natural. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Zip. 1. Sorry, I'm off camera again doing this, but I'm off camera doing it because I'm not moving the camera back to the cutting table. I really do wonder with how many like stitches I put into this if I actually need to fray check it. Is it something I want to test? No. I guess I could test it on my own bag and see how long it lasts. But like right now, that's not the priority for sure. We do have 2 natural colored ones, so I will have to cut D-ring tabs for those, and then all the black ones will require D-ring. Well, okay, this one, the white ones only require, oh, wait, I need 4. They each need to be 3. So, here. 1. That did not slice through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Because 2 belt bags and 1. Okay, good. Yep, that's correct. Now we're gonna do the black zipper. Or black webbing. Oh, okay, white or natural. You need to put a pin in it. Get thee back on the roll. Okay. Don't know where your pin went, which is terrifying. Hopefully I vacuumed it up earlier. Be right at the foot of my sewing table probably somewhere. Man, my voice has gotten way worse than it was this morning. Holy shit. I even took some like Dayquil already so that it could like hopefully help the whole sore throat thing. Oh, I don't feel like really bad. I'm definitely more tired. I'm always tired right now though, so I don't know. That's not like a good measure for me. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 8 black straps. One. 2. Honestly, the shears are faster for this. So let's just grab them. I was like being all fancy and using the rotary cutter, and it just doesn't, it's not as fast. 3, 4, 5, 6. Thought I saw Dilly at my feet. She is not here. I think she's still upstairs on the couch. All right then. Maybe it's Remy coming to visit tonight. 7. I think you would have enjoyed this house quite a bit. Especially this basement with all its windows. 2, 4, 6, 7. And 8. And then 3 of those need... So we need 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 D-ring tabs. Now this is easier to cut with the rotary cutter. Sure. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. Of course, the 10th cut makes the 11th as well. Yay, we've got all the straps cut. We will fray check these quick. If they don't dry perfectly, I am not concerned. But having the fray check on the ends does help the fray not fray. It checks the fray exactly how it's advertised. Some sort of weird floaty floof. All right. Now the question does become, where's the bottle of fray check? Because that one is empty. I think it's on the desk underneath the, like somewhere right in here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. I found it. Gonna need more fray check here soon. I can't skimp on this step because I definitely just gave another maker heck. I was like, you gotta use fray check or something. Or at least like fold it underneath so we can't see the fray on your webbing. The bag's super cute, but I need some fray check on your... Because the cotton webbing is like exposed. And I love it. But yeah, it's already fraying and I'm like, ooh boy. So... worth it. I should just run some fray check on it. It'll be fine if I did. Although it is good to see how it's holding up with just stitching as well. So realistically, it is just the very edge that hasn't been stitched. So obviously the stitching also helps to lock in the fibers. Makes sense. But this should help make sure that like nothing starts to actually fray, hopefully. In theory, that is what I'm assuming. You're just starting out or making stuff for yourself, you also don't have to invest in a bottle of fray check. You can 100% use clear nail polish. I definitely did at the beginning. Fray check does smell, so if you are sensitive to scent, it stinks, even for me, and I'm not overly sensitive to smell as far as I can tell. So, just fair warning, it stinks. Okay, as soon as these are done, we can actually start assembling the hardest portion of this belt bag, which is actually the curved top. Yay. Also looking at the like length of the excess zipper on these, we don't need to cut as big as zippers. Said for view A, so I will remedy that on the next round. I just took the amount that they suggested in pattern, but honestly it's too much. Like a hindrance in some ways, beyond being wasteful. It's just like in the way, so yay. It's actually Michael's yesterday. I should have picked up a bottle or two for a check yesterday. Oh well. Have I made my QR code sign? No, because I tried to do it on my phone, but Design Space was all pissy, so it's like, okay, fine. I did look at, so Marcia was like asking when I want her there and stuff over the weekend, and I'm like, ooh, that's a good question, to be honest. It is sold out on Saturday, so hopefully we get a lot of customers. Yeah, like I said, I've never even attended this as like an attendee. Excuse me. Okay, that's a bit better at least. But yeah, it's got the awesome load-in process though. I literally like pull up to a dock, throw everything out onto the dock. Not actually throw everything out onto the dock, but definitely like place everything on the dock. And then they haul it to my booth as I like go park the truck tomorrow. So that is amazing. I do love the load-in process for this event. So that's really nice. Okay. Do all the natural ones. We'll do all the black ones just because then it like we're good. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. It's gonna be interesting. I hope that I have enough of like more lifestyle stuff, I guess. I feel like the kato are pretty much popular wherever I go, so that's good. We'll definitely have these done, and we'll have the traveler slings as well as the a few other pieces as well, which is good. Yeah. Wish me luck. I'm terrified right now. Especially with that dip in Dawson. I'm like, okay. Now, this is not to say that my year isn't going amazing. It's still like on track with last year and even a little bit above last year, which is awesome. And that's like really all I can hope for is like I would love to have the same amount as last year. If I had 10% growth, that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. If I had more, awesome. But it's like I want to at least match last year because last year was good. So but it's also a 3-day event, so it could go amazing. It could go not so good. I'm hoping for amazing. Come sell me out at Otafest. I have time to restock now before Stampede breakfast. So I have to figure out what I'm going to price these guys at too, because it's like, oh God. I can't tell if I should price them around the same price as the minis or if they need to be like a little bit less or a little bit more. Because in some ways they are both more and less complicated than the minis. Less zippers, but there is that curved seam. They definitely take more fabric from the denim and from the obi as well. So I'm just like, I guess I have like a night to sleep on it. You'd be like, Katie, I was here for the sewing. I know, but we need straps. I think we still need to prep the straps even for the minis as well. They're nearly done. Oh, I am almost out of free check. Okay. I wonder how Michael's, I think, is open. I'll have to leave a little bit early tomorrow then. I'd have to leave anyway because soccer, but I'll have to leave a little bit extra time for free check pickup. I should leave a little bit extra time in the morning for that instead of in the afternoon, just so that I can spend more time setting up. Okay. Everything is free checked. But yeah, we're almost out of this bottle here, so. Okay. And I do put a pin in the bottle every night, or every time after every use, because that helps keep that nozzle clear so that we're not like ending up with having to trim the bottle nose off every time we use it, so. Okay, back to getting the zippers in. Yeah, so these only need to be, so the 16-inch probably is like what we need for the larger bag, but we're not making the larger bag because it takes up a lot of materials. And I would need to break into the wax canvas, which I was not prepared to do yet today. So I think there is a little bit of a learning curve on actually sewing with the wax canvas. And I'm like, these are already a learning curve enough. So let's get them done in fabrics that I know more or less how to work with. Not like fabric does not have a mind of its own constantly. But in general, but yeah, I think there's gonna have to be some like setting adjustments for sewing with the wax canvas probably. Okay. My throat is sore. Fuck. Dawson's like, I'm sick. And I'm like, yeah. Hopefully this doesn't get much worse the next couple of days. Of course, it's like right over a big event. Peonies. 2 more to get on. Yeah, so like I've moved the label around on the bags just so it like complements the actual pattern. Because if I put it in the middle here, it would have basically covered the majority of the floral that we're trying to like highlight. So I was like, you know what? Now we'll just, the label can move around. It needs to stay on the front now. It's small enough to stay on the front now. God, that round label would not look good on these at all. This is far nicer. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, if you're like, Katie, this annoys me, there is a rhyme and reason for it, and that is that we're not blocking the pattern. So basically, we're just trying to find a spot where it looks good. Here, it went down further, so that it didn't block the butterfly, and went up a little bit, so it didn't block the floral that's right here. A little sakura, or maybe not sakura, maybe whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever it is. Okay. Last bottom front that needs to go on. Then we'll sew the top fronts on, and then we can switch back to a regular zipper foot and top stitch everything. And then, yeah. Curves next. Hardest part of this bag. As long as I have everything mirrored correctly, the hardest part of this bag will be the curves. Grab some clippy clips, i.e. the bin. Now we need to find all of these pieces. I think the first one might actually be the yeah, it's the sunset gradient guy. So we'll start there. Okay. So there's the flap. There's the interior. There's all the like spare pieces because apparently I cut a shit ton of mirrored red. I don't know. And then so I'm gonna pop the whip there and then open this up. It looks like I might need to like up the tension or something like that when I'm stitching with the zipper foot. So I'm going to do that right now. Could also just be like the fabric and stuff like that, not just the zipper foot. Who knows? Okay, so far so good. Just clipping it this way so that it's like out of the way of the zipper on the top, especially. There we go. Just hold everything in place, hopefully. Now, what I've been doing is I've been folding this in half for this portion, and then you fold this in half for this portion, although there is a very good line there already. And there is the line right here for this guy. The nice thing is that it does actually line up lengthwise. So we're just going to pop it right there. Make sure it's lined up with the midline there. That is not correct. Curved edge up. Which actually helps because then it's like you can actually see where it's lined up. Okay. There we go. And then we are going to sew this middle out because I do find that works a lot better with curved zippers. Can I just make sure that's basically lined up on the front with the back? Okay, straight line again. Okay, there we go. About there. Okay, so could I clip this all the way around? 100%. Do I like living on the edge? Also, not really. Are we going to anyway? 100%. Okay, so pop it at the right seam allowance. Get these all like aligned correctly. There. And here. Okay. See if that's good. why I didn't like prep all of these at once, but you know, it's better just to struggle through these one at a time, I think. I'm definitely not chain piecing them. And like I said, this is like the hardest part of this bag, so I will be basically kind of basting this in, and then we will go in and do a like another seam to make sure that the actual seam allowance is followed more or less. Okay, there's one side. I think I will clip the future ones a little bit more. This one will be a bit easier because it's like already tacked down, so there shouldn't be quite as much shifting around. Go. Could I tape it? Yes. Does it feel like it's worth taping? No. So we're not going to. Okay, it is basically based down. Now I'll go in and I'll make sure that it's at the 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, or as close as I can get it to the feet, basically. That's how I'm following this zipper because they're nice, thick zippers. Number 5s versus number 3s. Go, that should be good. Like that. Sweet. I think that actually came together better than most of them. Good. Yep. And then everyone's always saying to notch around your curves. Take a pair of pinking shears, trim it down. Creates the notches that you require to make it a nice smooth curve. So that's how I do it myself. A little cheaty way of doing it. You could technically also press this if you really wanted to. But we're not going to. We will top stitch it once we get the other foot back on. Okay, let's get the next one on. Just like speckly window one. Actually, pop this back over there so I know what it's matched up with. It's not even like a bunch of phlegm. It's just like my throat's like, hey, I'm sore. You need to cough. And it's like, but I don't want to cough because you're sore. No, you really need to cough. I'm actually tired enough right now though. I'm like, okay. Oh, I didn't put a label on this one. Jesus. All right. Did I literally miss this one? Because I put a label on everything else, right? Now I'm like double checking all the other ones just to make sure. I don't know how I missed just one, but okay. Missed one. Alrighty, let's get, this does have to go under the steam press for this because otherwise it doesn't get pressed on correctly. I did trim up 3 extra, so we have extra for this? Nice thing is this is quite a straightforward chill obi, so we can just kind of place it wherever, and actually the color looks really good. Oh, there's the silver. Black and silver. Okay. Fold it in half and figure out where I want to place it. Because now the zipper's in, it's going to look different. Fold the label in half. Right there, I think. Just a little bit of fluff removal. Good. Alright. Give that a few minutes to warm up. Well, it doesn't even need a few minutes, but it does need a little bit of time to warm up. Okay, I don't know where this one's denim. Oh, alright. The eldest is awake, so I guess I am done for tonight. Shit. Okay, hope you guys all have a fantastic night, and I will chat with you. I don't know if I'll actually come on stream tomorrow because I will have set up as well, but rest assured I will be working on all of this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.